Hello everybody and welcome back. Zedius here, bringing you the next part of my Pokemon Emerald Let's Play. Already gonna start with the yawning early. Because I go from talking to not talking to talking again. Randomly. Anyway, hold on a second. Verifying something real quick. Give me just a moment. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I just had to make sure the audio was even recording. Anyway. So as I stated in the previous video, I'm going to be going after the 3 Regis in this video, or at least, I don't know, I'll probably do all 3 of them. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to need to catch a Wailord, or a Wailmer, and then evolve it into a Wailord, and a Relicanth. It doesn't matter anything specifically about them, just that you have them. Once you have them both, you are going to need them both, as well as a Pokemon with Dig, in the case of Azumarill here, as well as Dive, because we're going to have to dive down the water to go ahead and do some stuff here. I also have a Breloom that I PK Hexed to have Spore, False Swipe, Mega Drain, and Seismic Toss for the sake of capturing the Legendaries. Alright. You're also going to need something with Surf, obviously, so I do have Surf and Strength and Rock Smash and Dive just to be safe on this Wailord as well. Whoops. Clicked away. Anyway, so first thing you're going to want to do is, obviously we're in Pacific Log Town here. You're going to go down to this specific corner, and I'm telling you why this in a moment here, and we're going to go ahead and start surfing. There are a couple of trainers on this route, which I will be clearing out as we make our way through. This is Route 132. The water that is on this route only runs in one direction, directly to the west. So once we start going, we cannot go back. So let's start going. The thing you're going to want to do is stay to the southernmost path that you can. This way, when you head through, because if you head to the northern path, you're going to basically have to restart. So just stay to the southern half of the pathway, fighting whatever trainers get in your way, of course, which is the reason that I still have Gardevoir in my party, despite the rest of my team being filled with HM slaves, or for the most part. And then, of course, Breloom, for the sake of actually catching the Legendaries. I also have a Smeargle that I PK Hexed that also has the moves that I needed for. So, we're going to keep surfing west here. Oh, crap, I got caught in double battle. Whoops. That was not intentional. Oh, well. I don't think I'll have any real issue here. Or, you know, the fucking Pelipper. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. There's issues. Thunderbolt dead. Hopefully Secret Power kills you, because it has a huge power. Nope. Okay. Well, Waterfall will kill the camera up, so I shouldn't be too worried about that. Even with a 4-level difference, it's not going to survive, because it's 4 times weak. Alright. And you have another Pokemon, obviously. Ice Punch, goodbye, Secret Power. Azumarill's moveset doesn't really matter. The point is, you just need something with Dig. The only Pokemon in-game that levels up to no Dig... hold on, I think I actually need to be on the bottom side of the grandma here. The only Pokemon that gets Dig naturally through level up in this game is Trapinch. Trapinch gets Dig at level 41 before it evolves into Vibrava at level 35. So if you do want to have something naturally with Dig, or you've already used your Dig TM machine, the only way to get something else with Dig is to use a Trapinch. So unfortunately, that is your only other option. Alright, so this... I don't want to... I couldn't really avoid that, unfortunately. Well, thankfully, she's only got the Seeking. Now, during the releases of Pokemon Generation 3, they actually had a detailed guidebook with a Braille translator that allowed you to get the Regis easier. Okay, so this right here is the most crucial one, because if you surf from here, you will miss the dive spot. You have to surf from here. This way you hit right in the middle. So now that we're here, we'll go ahead and use dive under the water. This underwater cave has no wild Pokemon or anything. It only has this stone right here. I don't know precisely what this braille reads, but I do know that what it is telling us to do is to dive up to the surface, where we will end up in a cave filled with a bunch of other blocks of braille. And this one right here is the one we need to go to. Right here, we're going to have to put Relicanth in the first slot of our party, Wailord in the last, read it, or is it the other way around? So here's what I'll do. Is it this way? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's Relicanth first, Wailord last, and then we use Dig. Yep, there we go. That is the only way to open this chamber. Then once you read the braille in here... Oh, wait, no, sorry. My mistake. Wailord needs to be in front, Relicanth in last. There we go. So to open the chamber, you actually have to go to, you actually have to go to the thing, whatchamacallit, you actually have to dig to open the chamber. Then when you read the braille, with Relicanth in the last slot and Wailord in the first slot, the other three chambers, which are located all across the Hoenn region, I have gone to each and every one of them throughout the Let's Play here. Those will open and will allow you to capture each of the Regis. Now, each of the Regis to be caught, I'm going to start with probably the most, well, what was the dumbest one, in my opinion. I'm going to actually start with, which is what surprisingly enough, my favorite Regi, which is going to be Regice. So we'll fly to Petalburg City. There is a faster way to do it, I'm sure. But from here, I'm going to surf down and surf over to the west side of this route. Of course, getting ambushed by wild Pokemon because I forgot to put a damn repel on. There we go. Oh, I also have a bunch of Ultra Balls, Net Balls, and Timer Balls for the sake of capturing these guys. The Net Balls are more specifically for Kyogre when I capture it in one of the next videos that I will be doing. You're just going to surf around here. I don't know if I fought every trainer here, but I am going to avoid what is here. And then up here is the cave for Regice. We'll go ahead and walk in. Now, what this braille tells you to do in Ruby and Sapphire is to wait 2 full minutes without moving from this spot. In Emerald, I believe it's walking counterclockwise along the wall in this chamber. I could be wrong, but let's see. Nope, that'll do. Alrighty. Now we will capture Regice. Personally, Regice is my favorite of the Regi Trio, despite the fact that it's kind of the worst one. Being a pure ice type, it is actually weak to both of the other Regis. And it doesn't really have a lot of good moves to go with it. I mean, its most common set is like a Rest Talk set. And in particular, in this game, it is considered an overused Pokemon because of its insanely high special defense stat. It has a special defense of 200, which is the highest of any Pokemon outside of Shuckle. This thing also does not like to be caught. Be wary that you will need to prepare something like I have, like a Breloom with Spore or something of the like, because these Regis do not like to be caught. I think they have a 5, like a 1%, I think their capture rate is like 5. And a Pokemon whose capture rate is 255 has a 33% chance of being caught with a Pokeball at full health. So, you can imagine how much lower a 5 catch rate would be. Which is precisely the reason why I'm doing the speed-up function for this sake. I also have leftovers on Breloom just for the sake of making sure she doesn't, like during the turns that I put everything to sleep, I don't have to worry about Breloom dying. Because she'll just slowly, increments, gather more HP. Also, if the Regi is becoming a pain in the ass to capture, and you want a better result to capture it with, unfortunately, the only Pokeball that is really good at capturing Pokemon in this game in particular is the Ultra Ball. I have Tire Balls because after approximately 40 turns, which thankfully it didn't take that long, but after approximately 40 turns, the Tire Ball becomes 4 times effective. It multiplies the catch rate by 4. Ultra Balls only do a 2 times multiplier. Alright, so now that we have Regice, I'm actually going to go after Registeel, because Registeel, like Regice, had a slight alteration with its method of capture between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Alright, there we go. There's my Regice. There you go. Also, here's my Smeargle, as I mentioned before. We no longer need Wailord and Relicanth in the party, so I'll just go ahead and pull those guys out. I am going to put Smeargle in the party, though, because, like I said before, Smeargle does have Spore. Also gave it Seismic Toss and Nightshade for the sake of, I don't know, variety or something. It's also the only Pokemon in the entire series that gets both Seismic Toss and Nightshade. The only reason it gets it is because of, whatchamacallit? Its ability, or its move, unique move sketch. Anyway. So now we will go ahead after Registeel. Which Registeel will be to the west here. These bloody Shuppets are going to get in my way, of course. Also, I did go to, I did show off the actual area where the cave is at in one of my previous videos. But I figure I might as well do it this way. Hold on. I don't have much repels left, but I'm going to use them while I got them. I don't know if I fought anyone here. Okay. So over here on Route 120, I'm going to go up this area here, and into this cave. Now, here's the thing. I do not remember which one it is. Whether it's Flash or it's Fly. But one of the two needs to be done. When you read the Braille, it will tell you to stand in the center tile of the room and use either Flash or Fly. I believe it's Flash, and it is. Makes it easy. Alright, now for Registeel. Obviously gonna put the Bucker to sleep. False Swipe it. Seismic Toss might ended up killing it, so this is easier. Oh, and if you are gonna go the Breloom route with Spore and False Swipe like I have, be wary of the Pokemon that you're going to be fighting because they will have contact moves. And Breloom has Effect Spore, so thank God it didn't give it poison. No, it can't give poison, thank God. But yeah, Effect Spore will leave the target with either the poison, sleep, or paralysis status when contacted with physical contact moves, and it's random. I think it's like a 20% chance of one of those 3 conditions. Thankfully enough, Registeel cannot be poisoned because it's a pure steel type, so it got stuck with paralysis, but I'd still be wary of it just in case. So at this point, it's pretty much just a sea of spamming Ultra Balls at it. Unfortunately, Paralyzation only has a 1.5 times modifier when it comes to capture rates, where Sleep has a 2 times modifier. All the other, it's like Burn, Paralysis, and Poison have a 1.5 modifier, multiplier, and then Sleep and Freeze have a 2 times multiplier. But there's no move in the game that gives instant freeze, and I think that's a good thing because of how broken the damn status is. Hopefully I'm not sitting here all damn day. It's really tough to try to talk about anything when I'm just fucking chucking balls at a goddamn iron golem. I am going to be a little bit more wary when it comes to Regirock. There we go. Alright. So now we have Registeel. And now to get the final member of the legendary golems, we are going to fly to Lava Ridge Town. I'm also going to go ahead and put Registeel back in the party. Or back in the PC, rather. Alright, there. I'm going to heal up, too, just in case, because I don't think I healed up after the last time. And then we are going to go eastward towards the desert area. In the desert area, as I had shown off in a previous video, we're going to need to go all the way south here. Not all the way to the bottom, but pretty close to it. Which is why I got rid of all the trainers in here. And then you go right in here. Now, this is the one that I don't recall perfectly, so I may have to pause the video, but I believe it's read the Braille, then go right to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then use strength. It might not be that. It's not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. Nope. Okay. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe? Hold on. Okay, yep, pausing the video. Can't remember how to do it. Be back in a second. Okay, not only did I have the direction wrong, but I also had the damn move wrong. You read it, you take 2 steps to the left, 2 steps down, and then use Rock Smash, not Strength. I was thinking of Ruby and Sapphire in that case. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and false swipe this fucker. Most of Regirock's moves are not direct contact, so it should be fine. Hopefully. If it uses superpower, we might be in for a problem. Oh shit. Oh, thank God it paralyzed it. Okay. Woo! I'm always nervous about effect spore because I always think it's gonna be a fucking poison one instead. I mean, I'd rather it be asleep so it's easier to capture, but I'd also rather it not die of poison and I have to reset the fucking video. Maybe I should have just fucking put out Smeargle instead at this point. Oof. There we go. Surprisingly enough, it's not taking as long as I thought it would for this video to work. I suppose probably next video I'll take care of Kyogre and Groudon. Should be able to take care of both. The net balls that I have are specifically for Kyogre because they have a higher chance of catching it than they do with the Ultra Balls. Since the net ball gives a 3 times modifier on water and bug type Pokemon. Come on, get in the ball, you stupid pebble monster. You can fight against me all you want, it ain't gonna fucking make a difference at this point, buddy boy. I feel like I say that phrase a lot. Oh, but there is one problem that I did not think of until now. Struggle. If they run out of PP with their moves, they will start using the move Struggle, which causes recoil damage. He has 1 hit point left. So I'm on a time limit here. This better fucking work. I always forget that, and I did not save before I fucking did this. And if he kills himself, that's it. He's not coming back. Oh, for the love of God, get in the ball, please. Oh, for Christ's sake, man. Stop fighting me! I'm gonna fucking go for the time balls at this point. I might need to, because he's out of Ancient Power and Super Power by now. All he's got is Curse and Rock Throw. It doesn't look like Hammer Ball's any more effective than fucking Ultra Balls at this point. It can't have been that many turns. It hasn't been 40 turns yet. Oh God, please don't make me fucking do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm getting nervous now. Oh God, he's gonna run out of PP very soon. Like, he's really gonna run out of PP soon. And... back! We'll be right back. Okay, so that was incredibly infuriating. I had to restart the game and recapture the other 2 Regis before coming back here. But, hopefully, now that I've saved the game after capturing them, I have a foolproof method of getting Regirock without it killing itself. And that is to simply fucking use Smeargle instead of Breloom. let's do this. Do the rail, left, left, down, down. Rock smash. Open up cave. Alright, round 2, bitch. Not letting you best me again. I also managed to catch the other 2 Regis in a lot fewer Pokeballs than I did in the first time I went through this. I caught Regice in just 3 Ultra Balls. Registeel ate up about 28. Please just get in the ball, you stupid pebble monster. Yeah, Curse has 10 PP, Rock Throw has 15, and Superpower and Ancient Power both have 5. So we're looking at 35 turns of it using its moves before it runs out. When it's paralyzed, it only has a 50% chance of not moving every turn. However, when it's asleep, it will not move until it wakes up, which can last anywhere from 1 to 6 turns. Or 1 to 5 turns in some cases. So that grants me, probably on average, an additional 30 turns, as long as I keep putting Regirock to sleep every turn it wakes up. This gives me more time to play to the RNG gods. Ugh. I don't know why this one's so much more irritating than the other Regis. I've always had issues with Regirock compared to Steel and Ice. At least when capturing them. Which is funny, because I used to have a lot of issues with Registeel, but now it's Regirock. Regice has never been a problem for catching for me for some reason. It's probably partly why it's one of my favorite ones out of the 3, because it's never really given me much in the way of trouble. There we go. Okay. Fuck you, you stupid rock demon! Anyway... So, I'm gonna go ahead and show off the trio now. Obviously, they have different natures since I taught them separately. Although Registeel still has a serious nature, which is kind of weird. But either way, we'll go ahead and heal. And then in the next video, I'm gonna be capturing, if you couldn't tell from where I am, probably not, I'm gonna be capturing Kyogre and Groudon, and the final video of the legendary captures, not including event ones, which I probably will do anyway. Although those might be a little bit trickier. Will be Rayquaza and Latias. Probably Latias first. But we'll figure it out when I get there. The power of yawning. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any ideas for future content, please leave your suggestions in the comment section down below or on my Twitter page at @SoDyrus. And until next time, this has been ZDS, making YouTube fun one video at a time, and I will see you guys in the next episode.